SPUFalcons.com, here with men's soccer coach Mark Collings. Coach, it's signing week, and you've got 6 letters of intent from some standout players from the Northwest. What are you feeling about your group?
We're really excited. Anytime you can set out in the recruiting process and go get the top kids that you have identified throughout the process is always really exciting. I think it talks about what we're building here and the type of program, and that the kids want to come and be a part of what we're doing here. But it also says that we're recruiting the right kids, and that's a tribute to the rest of the coaches who have spent a lot of time in this process as well. But yeah, and I think it's really good that we're getting Northwest kids. There's a lot of great soccer being played up in the Northwest, and to have guys representing a few states in the Northwest is really exciting for us.
Half of your class, 3 of the recruits, are very familiar with each other as they were high school and club teammates. Talk a little bit about those 3.
Yeah, it was, we've seen these guys for quite a while now. Bryson, Graham, and Garrett, and they all went about the process a little different, which is good. We encourage them to all go out and visit schools that they're interested in. But the nice thing about it is they're all used to winning. They won at the high school level this past year, and they won at the club level, and were very successful at regionals as well. And so they understand what it takes to win. They're a big part of why their teams win, and the good thing is that they're familiar with each other, so hopefully they can kind of help lead this next group and continue to establish what we're trying to do here.
Great. Well, this time I'd just like you to give a couple quick thoughts on each of the recruits and tell us what they'll bring to the program.
Yeah, so with Garrett, our roster has been lacking some left-sided players, and he's got naturally left-footed. He's a tireless worker in the midfield, and has shown an ability to get forward and score some goals. So we'll look for that from him right away. Graham Reed is a big prospect as far as a defensive player. He has played a lot of center back. We've also seen him play some outside back, and we'll have to see where he settles in just with the returning group we have, and how he might fit into that mix. And then Bryson, he doesn't say he's left-footed or right-footed. He says he's both, but we all know they have a preference. But he truly is good with both feet, and so he could play either outside back. We'll most likely play him on the left side. But you may see Bryson playing a little bit farther up the field as well, because he's very, very comfortable going forward. Ian Adams comes to us from the Crossfire Academy program. Bernie does a great job over there with those kids, and Ralph Black as well. And so between the combination of those guys and his previous coaching, I feel like Ian's going to be ready to handle what we have at SPU. He's played in the back, but again, we're looking for guys that can get forward and score some goals. We lose Tyler Schultz and amongst a few others, and so we have to start trying to find some way to make up those goals we lost. And we think Ian has the natural abilities to do that. Matt Merchant comes to us from Portland, FC Portland, and anybody that knows soccer in the Northwest knows all about the program that Clive started down there, and that they've continued. Matt is, one thing that we really felt strongly about needing was a box-to-box midfielder, a guy that can just cover a lot of ground, has the ability to be a two-way player. So many times now you see a kid that's kind of just a defensive player or an attacking player, but Matt truly is a guy that can get box-to-box and serve both roles for us. So it'll be fun to watch him develop over the next few months and few years. And then finally, Davis. Davis again comes from us from a really, really successful team at Eastside. They've won multiple state championships, and this past year won the regional championship and ended up finishing 3rd in the country. And Davis leads their back line. He's this big, strong center back that's fairly athletic, comfortable with his feet, and we see him, hopefully stepping in for John and Brandon, and giving them some good added competition this fall.
You coached your team to the NCAA West Regional Championship game last year. 8 starters returned from that team. With that being the case, do you see any of these players coming in and contributing immediately?
Well, to be honest, we hope they all can contribute. One thing that we've really said is that our training environment has to be good for us to be good. And so whether they're playing a lot on game day or they're competing hard in training for playing time, we expect them to all have an impact. Just because we got to the regional final doesn't mean that all those guys will have their spots back. So we expect these guys to come in and push, and hopefully they can crack the lineup as well. And you know, we fell short of our goals. So when you fall short, you got to reevaluate and make sure that you're continuing to improve. So we definitely feel like this class helps us improve, and we're excited to have them here.
Thank you.